Hello everyone, this is Nathan and Jake from Project Zero. How you all doing tonight? It's going to be one of our conversational videos of where we talk about what's going on and what we're putting in the game and
answer questions and such.
yes, and I've decided not to show you my desktop anymore. You get this nice little picture I found on the internet. Jake,
Don't you all feel special?
yes. What's our first topic?
Themed gyms, which I believe the newest person on the dev team asked about.
Yes, this is instead of having gyms being one type of, you have a flying gym and a fire gym and a rock gym or whatever, it's mixing up a gym, saying all the Pokemon in the gym are based on a certain theme. It might have, I don't know, surfing as a theme. I'm not sure, whatever. I don't know, but it's going to be a mixed type Pokemon gyms, so it just creates a bit of diversity in your team, so you don't just go in and pwn the whole fucking gym with one bloody Pokemon because it's this type that's super effective against that type. It's it's
new. It's interesting. I only have two problems with it. First being, if we are setting this before the first one, why did they change from
well, they thought maybe it was too
theme to type gyms?
Maybe they thought
Need to think of a
maybe it was too hard.
Too hard.
Oh.
Okay. I'd probably be more putting that into the one I'm going to do after Gen Zero, where I'm going to do and it's called. I want to make it one called Pokemon Championship Edition. I want to have all the gyms and then a whole bunch of challenge gyms and such. But that's later on down the line.
Yeah. All right.
So, okay. Next one. What are we doing with the
The Pokédex.
Huge. A lot of input about what they want to do with the Pokédex, and at the moment, I have no idea because we don't have any coders, so I don't know what we're actually capable of doing.
Yeah.
At the moment, it'll pretty much just be sort of the same Pokédex until we find a way.
Yeah. What I have thinking of, I haven't put this idea forward yet, but it's a good idea. Is instead of but we just reskin the Pokédex to look like a sketchbook.
Yeah, see, that's good. We can go over all this once we have people who can code and can change it.
I'm saying reskinning.
Yeah, we do want to change it to reflect that it wasn't the same one you get in the first game. We're just sort of how we're going to go about that depends on what the coder can do, not what we really.
That is a big limitation for we don't have any coders at the moment. I think
we will find them.
We have what do we have? What do we have?
We have one coder who's good with maps.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't we have spiders? No, we have no spiders or anything.
We had spiders.
We had.
Brody is actually a spider.
Well, but he's
yeah.
Yeah, but he's never around when you need him.
Okay, he's MOI at the moment. He's missing off the internet.
Missing off the internet. All right. Yeah. So.
Okay, and thirdly, the plot. What is the plot? Well, if anyone had bothered to read the 4chan one, it's about Professor Oak.
Yeah, no. People don't want to know. They know that. We've told them that.
What if they're looking for something more specific to plot? I put up the whole. I put up the travel plan where you're going.
Yeah, but we have this new bloke on the dev team. I'm not going to say his name, just for confidentiality purposes.
Just pretend to bleep it out. Just be like,
yeah, Mr. Bleep, whatever. He's actually considering doing scripting, writing.
Well, the only real events that are set in stone are something with Blaine because it was referred to, something with Celebi, which is about halfway through the actual main story, and I believe there's something with the Elite Four because there was some. I think the email to Professor Oak at the beginning of Pokemon Yellow had something they wanted him to be in the Elite Four again.
Yeah.
Or join it, or something similar to that.
Yeah, so and what we're thinking of having a heavy Team Rocket involved in. Oh,
well, of course, because it'll be the original Team Rocket person who I believe was Giovanni's mother, which was Yamato, which I'm still tempted to give a much more American name to.
Yeah, or an Italian name. That's
just racist, Nathan.
No, but it's a good idea, though, I think, because, Giovanni...
Why, because it's Mafia, it has to be Italian?
No, apart from, but Giovanni is quite an Italian-y name.
Fair enough.
So, we could give her... I don't... know much female Italian names, so...
Agatha. No, not Agatha. What's an Italian? I don't know. Bella. Oh no, too many Twilight people. We'll think up something. We will.
We will have to think up something. I was gonna throw something up. Pokemon. We're changing some Pokemon and getting rid of a few.
We are. Some of them are restricted until you beat the
Elite Four. Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit, so...
yeah, some of them just aren't there at all.
Yeah.
Because we don't like them.
What I've also had is people asking... I've been receiving messages, private messages from people.
Lucky bastard.
You see me on the Facebook, so...
We see you on the Facebook.
Yeah. Will there be any new Pokemon?
That is a big one.
That is a big one.
We have thrown around, I believe, some different EV types.
Yes, but what I've been thinking, what I've been talking with Mr. Bleep, our new member,
Bleep, yes.
Is that... What was it? 1 second. Oh, yes, that, because we're getting rid of some, couldn't we just, instead of completely getting rid of all the code for that Pokemon and having to construct new code, because there is a maths equation for the probability of catching a Pokemon.
I can imagine you're thinking of reskinning, aren't you?
Yes, that's it, reskinning the Pokemon. So...
Well, same thing. I'm not over the top going, add Pokemon. We have to think about it, and it has to be explainable. Not against it. It's once again whatever the coder can do. If we can add new Pokemon, great. If not, we'll add them in down the line. Yeah,
or just be a reskin of an old Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that's possible without absolutely destroying the game. It's just like spriting, so I'm told.
/ slash.
I just want to touch on this thing. You want to make a big scene about Oak getting his lab coat.
We did. That was one of the huge things. Just like, want to do a sprite change when he gets it.
Yeah.
I put some sort of meaning behind it.
There's one problem.
What?
This is set when Oak is a teenager, yeah?
Yeah.
He's simply not going to travel from being a teenager and getting a fucking, a doctorate in something. Or a
well, it's Pokemon. It's not like you go to university for 4 years and get a bachelor's in something. You just sort of go, "Hey, I'm a professor," and set up shop.
I'm sorry, but that's what I've been thinking, and I've had some creative responses about that as well from other people saying, "Look, that doesn't seem to make sense if it's set when he's 10. How can he be a professor when he's 10? I mean, he's professor. I'd say he get his professorism." Whatever that, I just made that word up actually, professorism. I reckon he'd probably get it at around 25 or 26 or something like that, like later on in his life.
Okay, we'll make it like a little thing, like after you,
like you beat the champion, and then he says something like you're a true Pokemon professor, and how about after that he goes and becomes a professor.
Yeah, that's actually one of the huge arguments I'm going through at the moment. Who should be the champ?
Yes, that's another big. We've been discussing a lot about who we should have as gym leaders.
Gym leaders, main sort of people.
Yeah, we're thinking. The bloke in that town. I forgot the name of that town.
Viridian
City.
Yeah, the old man.
The old man who teaches you how to capture a Pokemon, or I think he gives you. Doesn't he give
you? Whose name is literally Old Man.
Yeah. Isn't his name Mr. Fiji though? Or Fuji.
People have been telling me, I'm going, Mr. Fiji's like the guy in Lavender Town.
Yeah, well, we'll
look into it.
The bloke that gives you does he give you the television as well? I'm not sure. Well, the bloke that teaches you how to capture a Pokemon we're thinking maybe we should give him a name or something like that, or just call him Old Man and throw him as champion. Because it's different.
Champion.
Yeah, it's I think
Old Man
champion. And and the thing is with all this themed gym things is, what about the Elite Four? That's another thing we need to touch on. I mean, are the Elite Four gonna have
planning to change?
So if we have these
drastically,
if we have these themed gyms or something,
this is probably where the fee.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You're breaking up quite a bit because this is a
rather than
Yeah, Jake.
Because
Jake, I'm gonna have to stop you here. You're breaking up quite a bit. My internet connection is terrible.
picking up on me too.
Yeah, my internet connection is terrible at the moment. So yeah, but most of this has been quite good. Yeah, so it's
Elite Four, we want to make them themed. They're meant to be a challenge.
yeah. If not, if they're all same type, I mean, they could all have like, well, no, the first one's a fire type guy, and the second one's, but instead of or we could mix them up and have like what the champion had, like many different Pokemon, many different types, to encourage diversity, I guess. But if we're going to encourage diversity, we might end up making the levels of the Elite Four a bit higher, just so you have to work that little bit extra.
Well, that's all I think you're going to work like decently on this, and yeah. So, do you know 99% of people are going to use Game Sharks?
Yeah, probably. But this isn't going to be a true Game Boy game or a DS game, because do you know how hard that is? So, yeah.
I will admit, Pokemon White was kind of annoying in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I think this is it for today. I think we might do another one tomorrow or over the weekend.
Depending on what we get asked and what we've done, etc.
Yeah, depending on what we've done and what we've been asked. And
right.
I'll
help you out.
Just not yet. The details are down on the bottom of the screen. You've probably been looking at them the whole video. Feel free, contact us on Skype if you have any questions. Email us, contact us. We have a Twitter as well.
Okay, let me just get this out of the way. We have a Facebook page, a closed Facebook page, a YouTube, a Twitter, and an email.
And we both have Skype. And take it from me, we're on Skype pretty much most of the time. So you can.
We're not on school. We're not at school. We're on Skype.
Yeah, if we're not at school, we're on Skype playing games or stuff like this. So yeah, I'd like to we'll hopefully receive some creative comments and some questions from you guys. This is it for tonight. We'll catch you guys later.
All right, peace.